Forecasters had put out blizzard warnings that stretched from southern New Jersey through New England, including New York City. Fearing the worst, the city of 8 million outlawed driving, shuttered schools, and for the first time because of snow, closed its 110-year-old subway. Manhattan looked deserted, but the blizzard never came. Here's Jim Axelrod.
Just 2 days ago, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio was talking doomsday.
We are facing most likely one of the largest snowstorms in the history of this city, in the recorded history of this city.
But the forecasts turned out to be only half right. The storm developed 90 miles east of the expected track. New England and Long Island got nailed, but for Manhattan and points south, no big deal. The National Weather Service forecaster, who predicted a crippling storm that never came for some 10 million people, tweeted a meteorological mea culpa. "My deepest apologies to many key decision makers and so many members of the general public," wrote Gary Setkowski. But Dr. Marshall Shepard, a past president of the American Meteorological Society, says no apology necessary.
I think the forecasts were actually quite correct if you take the Northeast as a whole. This is a historic storm for places like Boston and Massachusetts. We're talking upwards of 30 inches of snow in those places. Now, New York, different story. But I think the key to note there is that the models were always a bit uncertain in that area.
In situations like this, you can't be a Monday morning quarterback on something like the weather.
Fresh in de Blasio's mind, perhaps, just 10 days before, when forecasters underplayed the threat of an ice storm in the Northeast. That system sent trucks jackknifing on the New Jersey Turnpike. 9 people died in accidents. National Weather Service supercomputers are now being upgraded and will be 10 times as powerful by October. But Shepard says the key for forecasters and public officials is conveying uncertainty.
We do a nice job of it with hurricanes. You know, that cone of uncertainty you see when a hurricane's making landfall? That is conveying that there's uncertainty on either side of that hurricane track. Do we need something like that for these nor'easters? That will be a discussion point.
And keep this in mind as far as the forecasters go. That weatherman who tweeted out the apology during Hurricane Sandy, he was widely seen as a hero, credited with being the first to sound the alarm that Sandy was headed right at the Jersey shore, even when most other models had it drifting out to sea.
Jim Axelrod in Manhattan for us tonight. Jim, thanks.